So folks, a pleasant good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Based on your location. My name is Emmanuel B. Thomas. This is DTV Online. The Vanguard Student Unification Party members gathered themselves to welcome their chairperson in person of Chairman Widow on the main campus of
That's my blue back. That's my blue back. That's my blue back. Whereby in the engine. That's my blue back. When the mayor told president. That's my blue back. Then the mayor told president. That's my blue back. Then the board got Taylor. That's my blue back. Then the block with Shiva. That's my blue back.
So we're asked you to share the live as we get to inform what will unfold here on the grounds of the University of Liberia. Once again, my name is Emmanuel B. Thomas. Keep following, keep sharing. As we update you
That's my blue back.
what's unfolding. Yesterday, the Vanguard Student Unification Party posted on their Facebook page concerning the officials, political activities banning the campuses of the University of Liberia. All of a sudden, the students have emerged themselves to implement. The students have gathered themselves to implement their statement, their recent statements made by their Facebook page. And in a short time to witness the arrival of the chairperson, the president of Sylvester, arrived on the campus. Don't you gonna wait keep on sharing? Also bring you the yesterday, Lawrence Brown visited open conversation with Judah Church, asking all patriotic Liberians, asking all graduates from the University of Liberia, asking all politicians to give back to the University of Liberia in terms of raising funds to carry on clear renovations on the campus, to make the campus a well-unique campus. So if you're just joining, let me use the menu to say welcome, a pleasant good morning, good evening, good afternoon, based on your locations. My name is Emmanuel B. Thomas, this is DTV. We are covering live on the University of Liberia main campus, where the Vanguard Student Unification Party emerged itself to implement their statement for yesterday. So this is the clear pictures of the propaganda chair, Emmanuel, the propaganda chair. Next, we will listen to the chairperson, Widon.
Commerce.
Reaction intéressé. Reaction intéressé. C'est ça pour la comédie. C'est ça pour la comédie. Yo, suspense to the no hembo. Yo. Viva, 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 viva. Shameless na viva. Viva, 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 viva. Reckless na viva.
In the words of Comrade Adeolo, revolutionary leader Thomas Sankara, one cannot infiltrate or execute things with a certain level of madness. In my point, we are normal set of human beings. Let us read history. Today, the Revolutionary Vanguard Party, 55 years of historical legacy, have been challenged as an international waste product. Mr. Parker,
International works.
important bureaucrats. A madam whose services to the University of Liberia is only seen on the social media.
Say yo, she's not only in a national waste product, she also stole a friend member America. Say immorality, lack of everything. Say yo.
The two poor Patriot government president.
National intéressé. C'est ça, pas de président. Afin pas de président. Yo, nous levons sur la panneau. Yo.
That have refused to work in accordance of improving the life of our people, have instructed this madam to run the university campus on the social media, massively intimidating militants of the Student Unification Party with the attempt of silencing the historical legacy of the Vanguard Party.
Reactionnaire intéressé. Reactionnaire intéressé. Désappelé comédie. Désappelé comédie. How could you bullshit? Yo. You can intimidate somebody. Yo.
Never in the history of this university have any university president issued a statement threatening the Vanguard Party or canceling her anniversary celebration. My prayer is misinterpreting recklessness for bravery.
Viva! Viva! Yeah, yeah, visa, yes, I'm going to viva. Ayo!
Let us say this to Madame Apaya. Let us say this to the Senson Aspire 2 going president. The Revolutionary Vanguard Party can never be intimidated, neither compromise, to continue and consistently speak ills against your government and to speak of critical issues about the state. And Mr. Boyka is so intimidated and afraid by the position and reputation of the Student Unification Party that you have brought a leg with no understanding to the historical history of the Revolutionary Vanguard Party. You are mistaken that in my party, when the struggle of our party, when intimidated with suspension, expulsion, and then you think she will be quiet, it's a joke and a bluff.
Reaction organisée. Reaction organisée. Suspension. Suspension.
Viva,
viva, viva, viva, et même masquerade, viva.
Then I said this to President Mapane, the government of Liberia, that SUP is not a khaki we carry. SUP is not a battle cry we stand. SUP is our living being, the blood that runs in our veins, the ideas we carry in our heads, and our ability to resist and challenge every system because of the draconian policy imposed on the university students and the people of this country. What President Mapane should be concerned about is how to improve the University of Liberia, not how to intimidate students on the university campus. This president, just last month, has paid ourselves from October to January, 4 months in advance, but have refused to pay lecturers that have not taken pay for over 2 months.
Yo, Mapane is suffering from negligence, inflation, emotional distress. Yo.
President Mapane continues to lose the university. Break the university apart. She see the university budget, the phone coming to the universities to live on serious and opponent life. President Mapane that used around 1.2 million of the national budget account to the university, but said yet and complained that the university doesn't have money. That 90% of the funds that go to the university go to salary, where you, President Mapane, takes around 2% of the total budget account to the university. This is the biggest embarrassment to ever happen to the university. Maybe because the party choose to remain and observe the terrain. Maybe for the length of time that we've been around and the numbers that was pulled during our pre-anniversary march have intimidated President Mapane to the extent that the only thing she can do is to suspend, expel, meditate on the Student Unification Party. Now I say this, the day that the university mistake to suspend a single meditate of the party, that day you officially close the University of Liberia. That day you officially close the University of Liberia. To think that you will suspend our commerce only because they are critical against the malpractices on the university campus. To think that you will suspend our commerce, expel them only because you are critical with the broadcast administration is a joke and a bluff. Article 17 of the 1986 Constitution, Article 15 of the 1986 Constitution, Article 13 of the 1986 Constitution, all gave right to freedom of assembly, freedom of expression, and freedom of association. This right is a non-negotiable right that cannot be taken on the ballot by the Vanguard Party and the Medals. From a point of thing that you come and take this right from the Student Unification Party and we don't challenge you, as militants of the party, you're joking. My parents should understand that we have fought monsters in this country before. We have fought monsters with big heads and big nose. We have fought monsters with sabu. We have fought monsters sleeping. Regardless of where you come from or how you appear, we will defeat you and defeat you first down. President Mapane had met a premature end. Manda! 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 Luther.
Whoa! Intransparency and Mapane are synonymous, bro. Yo! You can put it
Manda, 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 viva, 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 vamos viva, 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 chamamos viva, viva, luta. So like I said, commerce, to think that President Mampara will come here and enjoy the comforts of the University of Liberia and still think that she can intimidate, silence, and compromise the Student Unification Party for being critical. It's the biggest form of joke and hypocrisy that will ever happen in our generation. Oh yes, we have been told a historical prophecy that SUP as a political party will one day fall, but the question remains in whose generation? On whose watch? On whose leadership? On whose mandate? We have come to recognize that under the mandate of the 33rd Senior Committee of Politburo, President Mampara will decide if she has the University of Liberia or the University for the Student Unification Party. This is the place of history was birth. As Marcus Garvey would say, any generation of individuals that is not aware of their history are bound to fail. President Mampara have not read the history of the university, have not read it well.
C'est quoi, c'est confusion, c'est quoi. Those qui don't call
You don't come here and fight the Student Unification Party and survive. Nobody of commerce as the local Gonabo, the Esoko Star Sabuhe Rastafari. Only man now that is in a war confusing competition today. Today is a Muslim, tomorrow is a Christian. The next day is a pagan. The other day is a Buddhist. When that local Gonabo who fought as ideological to his head felt that he could lead tyranny and chaos, SUP opened her chest. Whether it was platoon at our backs, whether it was gun at our heads and collars at our neck, we confronted and we challenged the we against terrorism first time. Today, we can challenge this chronic Lutheran regime in Joseph White. A regime that is massively looting state resources on the pretext of hiding ill-gotten wealth. A regime that have failed on multiple sectors and in multiple fronts, but is using administrative intimidation. Look, like I said, we have not come here to address Sekou Kone. Our debate is now on the Dean for Student Affairs.
Yo, Sekou Kone finish eating the Adiga money, you won't bring us. Yo.
Our debate is not on the puppet. Our debate is on the puppeteers. We have come here to deal with the puppeteers, not the puppets. President Mampara is the puppeteer here. She is the one giving this instruction. If Mampara is serious about silencing the Student Unification Party, improve the university environment, make sure the bathroom is renovated, make sure the students here sit in a very comfortable learning environment where they will not go in a classroom and when the sun is shining, it's more than hell. Comrades, when you are sitting on it, that CPAB building, and maybe luckily for you, you go to hell, you can't worry.
C'est quoi, you are coming to Tadigo ground for hell, yo.
Because that CPAB building is hotter than hell. So it's like you are testing the heat in hell. So we go over there, while your friend is crying, laughing. But come on, what the issue? Oh, our CPAB building, nothing happened to me in hell, so they come happy to me. That place, better place. When we are in rainy season, you see the contentious environment over there. The university is very dirty and wretched. My parents is not thinking about improving the environment or learning on the university campus. She's thinking about taking process instruction for Joseph Boyka. If my parents want to fight for Joseph Boyka, come open and fight for Joseph Boyka. You cannot come here and say,
Mana. Yo, my father wants celebration of protest. Yo. And that time, my father should be over the loop. Yo. Mana.
if you want to fight for Joseph Boyka, you want to fight Pastor War, you want to fight for Boyka, come as an individual and fight for Mr. Boyka. Because that's what is happening. The university president is taking direct instruction from Mr. Boyka. What makes Mr. Boyka think that a bound student politics here will stop the critical of the Student Unification Party from criticizing your government? Oh, they have been abound on student politics since 2013. From 2013, SUP have been consistent on the university campus. Identifying ills, providing political education, organizing mass rally. Oh, what made my point of thing? That to a ban on student politics here will sign the Student Unification Party. Now I say this to you, comrades. Today, Chairman is here to officially lift every ban on politics. Chairman is here to lift every necessary ban on student politics. That we have multi-task engagement today. Again, podium today is for the chairman to make policy statement. A emphatic policy statement reminding the Boyka government, reminding the university administration that SUP cannot be compromised. SUP cannot be silent. SUP cannot be intimidated. Oh, the former Jato President Charles Taylor told that when you take all of our comrades to exile, you sign the Student Unification Party. They now win. The first daughter and marching all of Queen Jezebel. The first great squad to ever exist in like God political governing space. But when they thought she would survive, she was defeated face down. You are all witnesses of the local Bonambo that we say the SUP star in the Sabuhe Rastafari. The only man that has Sabu, but he referred to himself as a Rastafari. Saw how she defeated him face down. He used to talk about this imported bureaucrat international waste product. My father brought nothing to the university. Nothing has changed. On this periscope, we will usher in the man who is responsible to introduce the chairman of our party. But before introduce the Secretary General, we love to recognize the Brigadier General of the Revolutionary Banga Party, the man who is close with the responsibility for the chairman of the party to arrest that bust around RGO police. And we always say the RGO police is just a command away from being arrested by the party. Regardless what Belgium will be arrested by the party and will be taken to the Polybro and Senior Committee Commission. So the man who is responsible to execute that task is the Brigadier General City. So the man Brahma Allah, you have my salute. Always again want to recognize the members of the Student Unification Party in Assumption. Also love to recognize the Destiny Central Committee member, CFOS, commonly known as Alas Nerara of the Student Unification Party. You have my salute. All Central Committee members here present, basically through our side that is not recognized by the party, you are recognized. We love to recognize the Polybro card, beginning from Treasurer, the Standard Bearer, to the co-chair for governmental affairs who is here present, Comrade Adiola Alvin Kofa, and then also in Secretary General of Africa Audience. Mass-based political revolutionary. This is the man whose intellectual ability is comprises of a multi-tech intercontinental ballistic missile. This is the man that when you touch the Student Unification Party has the ability to unleash both atomic and ballistic propulsion in the context of the Student Unification Party vibrancy in intellectualism. This is the man whose intellectual ability surpasses that of the intellectual ability of the Quasi Information Minister. This is the man who understanding to the material dynamics of the pen power in the revolutionary industry, of the architectural and the logical intellectual supremacy of the party in terms of heading the secretariat is a man who is the tone of pastors of our party. The only man who is part of the responsibility to usher in the most powerful men. As Welcome with Holy Comment, we always say the chairman of SUP is the fourth most powerful person in the spiritual configuration. That is God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit, the chairman of SUP. There is a reason coming. Jesus will be very clear with you. I tell you the book of Revelation chapter 3 verse 20 years do I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice, I will come into him and I will sup with him and he with me. Making SUP the only way we can find a miracle now from Jesus. So if you have to go heavy, it means you have to join the Student Unification Party. So we'll love to usher in this worship and inform the Brigadier General to make sure that the Maritime Bureau is intact, all entrances are secure and barricaded, as we usher in the Secretary General to usher in the chairman of our party.
SUP to play. SUP to
National Tennessee. That on my province. That on my province. Viva, 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 viva. Should stay around. Viva. Viva. Viva, 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 viva. 55 years of intellectual supremacy. Viva. Viva. Should stay around. Yo. So, commerce. Ideological militants and Star Wars of the Student Unification Party. Conscious university students of the nation premier sanctuary of knowledge acquisition. We bring you warm, fraternal, and massacrated greetings from the 33rd Central Committee, Politburo, concomitant the General Congress of the Vanguard Unification Party. We also bring you greetings from the most powerful men on the campuses of the University of Liberia. And before I introduce the chairman of the Student Unification Party, as a traditional responsibility, permit me to quickly recognize the Politburo of the Vanguard Unification Party. In extension, we recognize the treasurer of the Student Unification Party, Incumbent Adilo Lasana Yama. We recognize the financial secretary, Paco Vige. We recognize the co-chair, or the Secretary General in Comrade Adilo Odysseus Moba. As may be aware, the Assistant Secretary General was suspended by the Politburo Senior Committee of the Vanguard Unification Party. So we recognize the co-chair coordinator effects of the Vanguard Unification Party, who once served as militant chair of the Unification Party. Comrade Adilo President, Avi Kofa, you have a revolutionary son. We want to distinguish and recognize the stellar prayer of the Vanguard Unification Party with the current president of the University of Liberia Interim Enrichment that will soon be dismantled by the Vanguard Unification Party. Matter of fact, the party through the chairman will be announcing publicly the lifting of the ban on the party. Before we dive into that, recognize Comrade Adilo Jacqueline Daniel Tingbet, who is currently in Kigali, representing the students of the University of Liberia as well as representing the Vanguard Unification Party. Will be around to share a perspective or interaction of the environment in Kigali and the federal learning capacity or the federal learning facilities of the students there.
So, commerce. Today is a major press briefing, and we are disappointed. The president of the University of Liberia, the president of the Republic of Liberia, they both have disappointed the student community. We want to say this very clearly. The intention of the president of the University of Liberia to institute so-called student disciplinary committee is out of order and will be opposed by the Vanguard Student Education Party. So, you cannot set up a parade or military group in the name of student disciplinary committee when you have the division of student affairs. Mampayan does not want to work with the student affairs. She has established a so-called intimidation strategy to marginalize students and to intimidate conscious university students. We want to be very clear. The party does not recognize anything called student disciplinary committee. National Tennessee, National Tennessee, Rebel Committee, Pino Committee, Pino Committee. Oh, the students do not recognize any Rebel Committee. Yo. My point is very engaged in intimidating students where we have multiplicity of contradiction and misrepresentation of the essence of the University of Liberia. We need not to inform you students. We need not to inform you journalists. The party has been around to the chairman. We have been informing the media and the Liberian people of the deplorable condition on the campuses of the University of Liberia. We are showing all aspects of the university that expose the bad nature of the University of Liberia. And yet, my parent is not implementing any policy to address this condition. But she is basically instituting and executing the agenda of Koran Mr. Parker. We want to be very clear, and the Vanguard Student Education Party will never and has never given in to any intimidation. We will continue to do the Liberian people work. We will continue to do the student work. We will continue to advocate for the student and the master of the Liberian people. We are never intimidated. We are very intimidated. The party has never been intimidated. That is why for 55 years, we are still around. For 55 years, the party is still ever resilient because we have been objective. Because our side has been the side of the students and the side of the master of the Liberian people. You cannot intimidate us. We have institutions, we have organizations, we have government that told to silence the student education party. We have gunmen who infiltrated the University of Liberia, instituted statute sale, and killed innocent students. But today, the Vanguard Party is still alive because of the existing condition. The only way you can stop workers, the only way you can stop protestation, the only way you can stop continuous uprising by the Vanguard Student Education Party to ensure you address the basic condition of the students. You cannot subject us to the nasty learning environment and expect us to be silent. You cannot subject us to an environment where we are learning with peace and expect us to be silent. You cannot subject us.
Reactionnaire CPAB,
you cannot subject conscious in the foreign students who are the future of this country to an environment that cannot be represented in any regional country. You cannot give us a so-called building inferno that more like a pressing company is a death trap. You cannot allow our females to be going in butchered to attain the core of nature. You expect us to be silent. You cannot give us this deplorable condition and expect us to be normal. We said to my parents, instead of you establishing this so-called student disciplinary committee, you must ensure you address the basic concerns that have been flagged by the Vanguard Student Education Party. So, we are very clear about that. Before we call the chairman again, we want to address the next issue. Yesterday, in the evening time, we saw a leaflet that was involved a misplaced agenda, no secret conclusion.
C'est quoi, our we statement, c'est quoi? Start taking we now.
A statement that was confused with vague analysis and no secret conclusion. A statement that does not represent the University of Liberia. A statement that was intended to cast that expression on the decent legacy of the Vanguard Student Education Party. I want to make this clear. And the Vanguard Party will not give in to that nonsense statement. The Vanguard Student Education Party, to the chairman, will be making a policy statement. As you be aware, the chairman is the only person that makes policy statement on behalf of the 33rd Central Committee and Politburo of the Vanguard Student Education Party. in regard to that statement will determine if Mapaya will continue being president of the University of Liberia or she will go back to where she came from.
That's coming. Jack of what it can do. Yo.
Commerce. We need not to hold the chairman hostage. And the chairman is about to make some policy statement that must be effectuated and executed by the militants and students of the University of Liberia. That must be a response to more than 22,000 students. We are not against students. There have been misconception, misinsinuation, and misrepresentation of the Vanguard Student Education Party. That we are against students. We have never been against students. We have been against the deplorable condition. We have been against the misleading policy of Dr. Lily Mapaya. As you be aware, the chairman of the Student Education Party read a statement officially welcoming Dr. Lily Mapaya to the University of Liberia. Not on the basis that she's the best president. We welcome her because we thought we would give her the opportunity to deliver to the people. But Mapaya had trained on propaganda. Mapaya had used the social media as a medium of running an institution that is serious. An institution will consult people that must contribute to the national affairs of the state. If you don't know, if you don't know, you students must realize today, you must realize today that you are the future of this nation. You must demand what is right for you. If you cannot acquire quality education, the children of Mapaya, the children of Braka Jeremiah Kum, the statement on the children of Rachel Kum, these people want to come back to rule again. That is their eating. That is why they don't want to concentrate on the University of Liberia. That is why they despise to us this deplorable and archaic learning environment, because they don't want us to compete with our children. When you go to apply for a job, when you go apply to serve your country, you'll be denied for the fact that you graduated from the University of Liberia. But when that children come from foreign and Western world, they gave them the privilege or the opportunity to serve our country. After all of the struggle, you graduate without any means of getting opportunity to work. This is disappointing, and we must demand, like we said, declare that you must take your destiny into your own hand. If you think someone will come from America, Europe, if you think Donald Trump will send you to come and defend your right, you are mistaken. You must take your destiny. You must demand what is right for you. Parker is not interested in you. If Parker was interested, when Parker took power, the university, he made the university close for 5 months. And he kept the university closed for 6 months. It was a tenacity of the Vanguard Student Education Party. He showed that the university open. Parker has been in power for more than 2 years. And the university is still deplorable. Parker has been in power for more than 2 years. Even the listing of a bathroom cannot be improved. If you think Parker is not interested, and we are demanding things, we are Christian people. No, if it means for us to be Christian people, we'll be Christian people to ensure that the right thing to ensure that we can have quality education.
Yo! I'm the #1 Christian man. Say yo!
Super radical consent to evidence. I want people to move into history. Yo!
From our angle, and from our philosophical and ideological and mathematical perspective, we want to make this clear that Brother has failed the students, Brother has failed the Liberian people. Brother is nothing short of the biggest contradiction that ever happened to the University of Liberia. We thought that Brother becoming president, our circumstances would dramatically change. I never thought that. But the reason why they voted for Brother, it was not because the people love Brother. It was because the conditions that were created by the past regime of George Weah. The George Weah who is only ideological in a foot. The George Weah who instituted chaos on the campus of the University of Liberia and deprived our people the basic necessities of life. When the people were just in George Weah, they saw Brother as an authority. And Brother has disappointed them. Brother is training on premises. We saw a so-called state of nation address nothing but so-called political premises. It has been proven that all political leaders who have come to power, they have utilized promises, they have utilized the failure of past regime to justify their ineptitude. For the Fangers Vacation Party, so we in a committee who makes a Paga accountable for the stewardship. We will not set mutually. We will demand Paga. We will demand Mapaya to deliver on our responsibility. Mapaya is very connected and very corrupt. This president carries a salary of 15,000 plus for the University of Liberia, and that salary cannot be effectuated. We cannot see the actor of Mapaya working. As I speak to you now, Mapaya is in the United States of America. She's enjoying while we are strangulated. The federal campus we don't have bosses. The university is confused. We expect us to be normal. We are going to
be working in America, working in Liberia, yo.
The federal party will ensure that Mapaya deliver on so-called promises. The same president came here and told us that she had buffer of 100-day deliverables. Not a single aspect of a 100-day deliverable was achieved. She is still coming to us to tell us that she has a 5-year plan. That is nonsense. Mapaya will not joke us. Mapaya, you think you can use your money and Yahoo boy attitude and your father Liberia? The Fangers Vacation Party will not fall for your nonsense Yahoo boy or ineptitude. Mapaya is the worst thing that happened to the university. Many of you who have overrated this madam, you'll be disappointed. This madam is involved in ensuring that she gets rich. She has made money big travel at the expense of the university in the need of generating funds. This madam is a failure. This madam has only been dismissing people who oppose for draconian and malicious agenda. But the Fangers Vacation Party will not be intimidated. She succeeded in dismissing the fiscal affairs of the University of Liberia. She succeeded in dismissing some faculties and staff. But she will never succeed in intimidating the Fangers Vacation Party. I don't say you saw as a statement will be opposed. Like you said, the chairman will make a policy statement. It will be effectuated by the major of the Fangers Vacation Party. On that basis, we'd like to introduce and welcome the most powerful man on the campus of the University of Liberia. The man who is a custodian of the God of Dudu. The man who is the chief priest of the massive God of Dudu. The man who is about to convey the party's official policy statement. As in the coming days, as in the coming weeks, anytime from now, the party will institute or specify revolutionary action. As far as we're concerned, we defend the interest and the integrity of the university. Come on, Chairman, Sylvester Wheeler. Have our
party must go.
all the way.
Must go.
All the way.
Conscious party must go.
All the way.
Student party must go.
All the way. Suegele wawe. Suegele kaya pepe. Kaya pepe. They will get it.
Looking for the can't lead to.
They will get it.
They are the picking for.
They will get it.
They are God said no.
They will get it.
Just for the reason you won't come. Congratulations for you. Viva! Viva! Fanga party, viva!
Viva!
Viva! Viva! Viva! Viva! Social justice, viva! Viva! Yo! This party will never die. My generation was like, yo! Yo! We said no to the president anti-democratic policy when the University of Liberia mission was like, yo! You cannot stand at the logical man of the bangers in the party and say, yo! Man has reached out what to lose, yo! We are just waiting for Mendes, yo! First the university, yo! The judge of waterfall, yo!
Manda! Manda! Yo! Vanga party, yo! Social justice, academic freedom, yo!
Chairman, we don't want the people away. My chairman want the student away. I'm a money boy. I'm a chairman money boy. I'm a money boy. Chairman, we love money boy. Viva, oh Lord, mental leader and teacher, viva! Viva! We are here to listen to the chief of God, Duguru, viva! Oh, you have to prepare the measure of God, Duguru, Zayo! All the logical men are ready to execute, Zayo!
Commerce! Come edgy. I sat in my seat and listened to your speech where you said the Vanga party is not against the students and will never be against the students. Want to disabuse your mind that some of you here, as time you go to the very intellectual forum, listen to the masses speaking their mind. The militant of the Student Unification Party, that indiscipline, they're arrogant. They're not arrogant. They're disciplined people. This is why today, when you look in the environment, among the best educators, you realize that 90% of SUPers are more educated than any other reactionary forces. And so, coming before Akoto. Man, before I take my free kick in the reactionary pohole, I want to welcome our new members who read between the lines of the Student Unification Party. Matter of fact, if you have been hearing about the Student Unification Party, we have constitution that guard the Student Unification Party. We have brothers from the angle of the reactionary camp that realize that the Vanguard Party is a conscience-minded party. So they decided today to join the Vanguard Student Unification Party. I want to say to the three brothers, okay, one is here, I think. The rest went for the class. So one who says, Commerce, you are welcome to the Student Unification Party, where men and women belong. This place, you come here to sharpen the contradiction in the interest of the downtrodden masses of the motherland. So come, I want to say, welcome.
Oh, Ibele John Vanga, Ibele John Vanga, Ibele John Vanga, Allah!
Say yo! You cannot be Sue, Johnson. Yo!
And so, Commerce, let me recognize the presence. Let me recognize the presence of veterans of this party. And some of you may not know him, but you've been hearing about him. He is Commerce militant fighter, ideologue of the Student Unification Party. Senator of Nima County. I want to say welcome on the Holy Pala Hall, where men shopping contradiction in the interests of the down to the masses of the motherland. Amanda! Amanda!
Yo, see what going yo. Yo, the fighter yo, national album yo.
Amanda!
The way, action mental, that means the way. Action multilateral capital, Zayo.
And so, commerce, quickly to the issues. That some of you here, as the AG cell, we are not against the students, and we were never against the student masses. But there are contradictions that need to be sharp in the interest of the downtrodden masses of the motherland. The State-run University of Liberia is the university where the beta ball and the co-order set of children belong. If you are not know, you are not in the know. You cannot have a problem while creating problems on the campuses of the university while we cannot find solution to the problem. If my point are taking retroactive salary, as you may be aware, the regular salary for president of the University of Liberia is 7,300.
Zayo, 50,000 no chair, Zayo. The back of steps, Zayo.
That my point is taking additional 7,700. How much is that? Somebody should be telling me.
Yo, 15,000 for nothing, yo.
And my problem that will come today and work for the University of Liberia in 2 weeks, another 2 weeks, and travel to the USA. Is this the president that you expected to represent the students of the university? These are issues on the campuses of the university. That all qualified and competent Liberians that can serve the university. I will not call him. The two-poll budget president should identify them that qualified and competent enough to serve as president of the University of Liberia. You cannot come here to represent the Belabo seller and the quarter seller children. Then you appointed another committee called
Action Student Disciplinary Committee will be opposed by the Vanguard Party. Yo.
Zayo.
a disciplinary committee.
We said no to that committee. Yo. They are not sincere to their own conscience.
Viva. How can you discipline a student? They don't have access to their student handbook. Viva.
Talk about disciplinary committee. There's no university in the US. I did research on that. That have, if I a disciplinary committee.
Yo, the Boga committee. Yo. We have student affair. Yo.
We will not recognize that committee today, tomorrow, and forever. We will not recognize that committee.
We're not controlling a pose. Yo.
And the chairperson of that committee, in Andrew Jim, I want to be expelled by the University of Liberia. It is the Vanguard Party that stood by him to protect him, showing that he will not be suspended or expelled by the University of Liberia. Want to warn him and want to warn the committee. Any attempt to call or issue any militant communication or inviting them for investigation, there will be unspecified revolutionary action.
Viva is the issue in the communication. Tiens, from the Viva.
That honor man, the good working was student affair. So why is student affair? Why is student affair today? What do you have student affair? The university don't have money. But that my problem is creating a lot of people.
C'est quoi the problem should begin with ticket to the doorstep? C'est quoi?
You think that my problem is someone going for ministry and agency, asking the people for money to buy chair for the university? Do you listen to the 100 durable of that my problem? Did you listen to the 100 durable of that my problem? That my problem will not come here and create problem and no solution to the problem. And the thing, but that my problem will be exist to the core.
Yo, she has turned the University of Liberia into a charity. Yo. We have a budget for people here donating $5 to the university like charity. Yo. Manda.
There's no one else celebrate about 200 will celebrate our anniversary. Is that you?
If you are not informed that my problem is not in the country, that my problem working with another university in the US, that my problem is not currently in this country, and I challenge the two poor Badwe president to prove me wrong, that my problem is in this country. And
National Tennessee, Joseph Baka, yo, you the chairman talking to yo.
Let me say this, and I said it a few weeks ago, a few days ago. We were never intimidated by the mess guy.
We are the narrow tendency. We are the narrow tendency. C'est son battery. Half full battery. Yo, I'm a studio. Take away battery pool. Yo.
We were never intimidated by some kind of a confused empty element in some kind of. We were never intimidated by the rebel leader chancellor, and we will never be intimidated by the two poor Badger president. For the father, we were never intimidated by the local global president in reactionary empty element George Weah. We will never be intimidated by Joseph Boaga. The University of Liberia is where men and women belong. You cannot come here as a Western waste product. Instead of a committee called disciplinary committee, you can discipline who? Men and women of the State University. And the 10.
Discipline your children to the house. Yo.
Viva. And then the part of discipline of Viva.
And the 10 to issue any militant of the student party invitation to go for investigation. There will be a specified revolutionary action. I'm informed. The final party is informed that a few days ago that Dr. Mopore had a meeting with another confused backward reactionary empty element in Moses Ascar, who's new. They have two. If I feel more the election, and you say the only way I can win this rate is to go and inflict casualty on a student of the University of Liberia.
National Tennessee. Master team. Ascargwe is against us. You.
I'm informed about that meeting. Ascargwe, he knew that there were few months of election. But then he felt that the only way of winning District 8 is to go on the campuses of the university to loot and inflict casualties on the students, especially militant of the Vanguard Student Unification Party.
So, Viva, la young man is a computer clown, Viva. Yo, going a computer clown, yo.
And the progressive generation should be telling me where is Ascargwe today. Ascargwe historical?
To a house.
To a house, right? You cannot come here to challenge the Vanguard Party.
Yo!
You will not survive, you will not succeed. And let me say this to the 55th Latinator. We are informed that so reactionary who trying to interfere with the youth and student community of this country. The likes of Anthony Wallon, the likes of Riverside County District 2 lawmaker Steve Kwa, a man who cannot even manage the affair of Riverside County District 2. It is a man that calling me, telling me that Ocha doesn't need for us to sit to have conversation to invite the youth and sport minister. Who are you?
Yo, you suffer from neglect and inflation, emotional distress. Yo.
And the time by the 5th legislature to invite the youth and sport minister to that house, we will be the first to assemble water before the youth and sport minister arrive.
Yo, I'll be Jimmy Kosu, Kaki yo.
And we are warning them to destine themselves for the flower process, the federation of Liberian youth flower. We're warning them, if we are our own veteran, Jai Emeritus, Anthony Wallon, and the 10 by Anthony Wallon to issue any statement again, or to call any reactionary element to call me, to narrow down the process that will be on specified action taken against Jai Emeritus, Anthony Wallon. Again, I repeat, and the 10 by the 5th legislature to invite the youth and sport minister to the 5th legislature will be the fight, the vanguard student unification party will be the fight to assemble before the arrival of the youth and sport minister. As far we are concerned,
the chairman will be the speaker that day to authorize the meeting.
as far we are concerned, we don't record that nobody, there was no flower process was conducted or election was conducted. We don't recognize nobody. Election was never conducted.
Any release you saw, empty sentence, yo.
So, no lazy baller purporting around to be president of FLA. We challenge the 5th legislature. We're now talking about the Tifa. You're calling Tifa, right? Calling Tifa. I call it Tifa.
It's a protection criminal. Say, yeah.
We understand that I have the money, ATM machine. Disobey the money around. You have that money to disobey around, telling people that, oh, the other side, if I the person was conducted, so that side should be recognized. We challenge you, too far. And then attempt at too far, we are also informed that he met the president. The two people by the president, he met him recent. And he also met the former local Grenada president. The reason why we say former local Grenada president, that boy is lucky because he's a Grenada. You know what it means to be Grenada man and be president of Liberia? You are lucky among all of the Grenada men.
Come on, clean clothes, Grenada, yo.
And I'm talking about the slave queen president in Mananseli. Among all of the slave queen, Mananseli was the most lucky one. I mean, the slave queen president in Mananseli, Johnson Salif. We don't fear nobody. Don't promise me a job. I don't need a job. I don't need a scholarship. But the fact they want to see the University of Liberia moving forward. And as far as we conclude, we will be taking you to the graduate school and go see where men and women belong. We'll carry you to a very bathroom. We'll take you down so you can see trees in the graduate school offices. Don't go there and see trees. Then you say la flower. Not flower, it's a tree. It's a tree. And don't forget that some lawmaker of the 5th legislature, even Senate, they're in our graduate school. Go see the bathroom. Then in the front to the territorial Bureau Senior Committee commenting the General Congress of the Student Unification Party. To see men and women using butchers on both campuses, go on fellow campus. We recommended this to that of my problem. That on fellow campus, the day intended brother that we refer to as Zogo, are harassing those P4 students because there's a distance from the Chinese building, from the engineering building to the agricultural college. There's a distance. You as a progressive journalist, I want you to go there tomorrow and understand exactly what the militant of the Student Unification Party can be saying about the issue of security on the campuses.
C'est quoi, il go in like that, one call out you, c'est quoi, you need to down the road from yo.
From the Chinese building, from the engineering building to the agricultural college, it takes about 25 to 30 minutes. And the brothers are in no butchers, attacking P4 students, taking their belonging away. Why is Mr. Bwaga? Mr. Bwaga passing around with a useless travel around the world. Bwaga bringing nothing to the Liberian people. They same thing with the former local Grenadier ball. They same thing with the slave queen president Manasseh. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Corruption continue. Richard Lester Kelly continue. No improvement. What's the job facility like you promise the Liberian people, the youth? What's the job facility? Honorable Senator, you are here. The youth of this country, the Liberian people, they are lacking jobs. No job, no security. On the campuses of the university, tell me you are here. How many U.S. security is here around here? U.S. security lacking manpower. We recommended that on my problem. That you set your disciplinary committee to discipline who? You don't know that people in the school are even 5 years older than you, or disciplining than you, or mature than you. And you can't say disciplinary committee. Who are you?
Reactionary tendency. Disciplinary committee. Disciplinary committee. Yo. Disciplinary committee, that bullshit. Yo.
One by one, yo.
I mean, student affairs don't exist anymore.
Viva, superstar, viva! Viva, superstar, viva!
So, want to say this, we recognize the decision of student affairs, we recognize the call of student affairs, we recognize any investigation of student affairs, but now reactionary discipline committee and those who were appointed, if I were aware as the 2 persons graduated from one advanced high school around here, because university. 2 persons were appointed from one advanced high school around here. Well, we don't recognize them. You cannot have advanced high school then and still marry UM moving forward. Where is the University of Liberia? The only thing we know of under the Bwaga-led government, the only achievement Mr. Bwaga can boast of is eating. Eating has become an achievement under the Bwaga-led government. How many of you know that? Eating has become Senator. Honorable Frederick, under the Bwaga-led government, eating has become an achievement. Eating has become an achievement. Richard Lester Kelly has become an achievement. Looting has become an achievement. Looting has become an achievement under the Bwaga-led government. Useless travel has become an achievement. You cannot have Double Jala presiding or LIA illegally dismissing people. Double Jala, I mean LIA boss. The Vanguard Student Unification Party will visit LIA soon.
Reactionary tendency! Double Jala! Dancing water! Yo!
So also want to send this message to that on my point, that on my problem, that the thing of Liberia College in Joseph Gray.
Reactionary tendency. Reactionary tendency. Joseph Gray. Joseph Gray has a fake degree. Yo.
Joseph Gray, let me say this to you. In few days, the Politburo Central Committee will come in the General Congress of the Student Unification Party. So, will be meditating to go for you. And the Politburo and the Central Committee member will also declare the premises of the University of Liberia no go soon for the deal of Liberia College. Emotional College, Joseph Gray. Joseph Gray degree is fake. That on my point refused to investigate Joseph Gray degree. I mean the dean of Emotional College, former Liberia College. Few days from now, the militants of the Student Unification Party will visit that era. The youth are suffering. No job for the youth. What are some of the mechanisms the 50th legislator need to put in place? What are some of the mechanisms Mr. Bugger put in place in providing job for the youth? The youth are disappointed. Who told you, say, you are too young to lead? You are not young to lead. You are more qualified and competent to lead. But Mr. Bugger refused to listen. Mr. Bugger is now the listening president. And also, want to send this warning to the 50th legislature, especially our own veterans in our building. And they turn again to issue any statement inviting or interfering with the flower process. We meditate. Militant of the Talented Politburo Senior Committee will come in the General Congress of the Student Unification Party. We are somewhat on the Capitol building there.
Yo, I want Prince to a job. Yo.
Nothing about flower conductor. Nothing about flower or conductor. To conclude, le concours. On behalf of the Talented Politburo Senior Committee will come in the General Congress of the Student Unification Party. We let the pain on student politics.
Officially lift up.
Reactionary Tennessee. My partner. Yo. SUP has officially lifted the ban on student politics. Yo.
There's no more ban on student politics. If you want to ban student politics, you must ban the political department. So there's no ban on student politics. And again, we don't recognize the board of trustees. That board is an illegal board of trustees. You are here as a progressive general. Let me say this. The finance minister is not a member of that board. The current board are operating. The chair on education.
Is an impostor. Zeyo.
Reactionnaire Tennessee. Reactionnaire Tennessee. Illegitimate board. Illegitimate board. Yo. So enter young men there. Yo. They shouldn't have been there. Yo.
The board is illegal. The chair on education, the 55th legislator, is not a member of that board. The chairman on education, the Senate is not a member of that board. The education minister is not a member of that board. By right, the chair on education, the 55th legislature, must be a member of that board. The finance minister must be a member of that board. The chair on education, the Senate must be a member of that board. The education minister must be a member of that board, who is Batikwao, who cannot manage the affair of the
We
people.
ordinary Tennessee. We ordinary Tennessee. Boyo Batekwa. Yo. Makes me going to yo.
Viva. The poor must be reconstituted. Viva. All statutory positions must be filled. Viva. Yo, Patikwa have been serving the board for too long. He's no longer serving the education committee at the level of the Senate. Yo. Pagama reconstitute the board right now. Yo. Mana. Viva. Will not submit to illegal board. Viva. Yo. banning student politics against our constitutional right. Viva! 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 Banning student politics. Article 16 of the 1986 Constitution. Viva! 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 Banning student politics violated 1948 Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Viva! 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 Banning student politics violated the 1952 student charter that created University. Viva! Viva! Yo, also violated the handbook of the University of Liberia. Viva! Viva! Yo, as of today, the ban on student politics have been lifted by the Vanguard Party. Viva! Viva! Manda!
And so, chorus, we gave the government 168 hours, that is 1 week. 168 hours to provide enough buses for students on the campuses of the university, or else there will be unspecified revolutionary action.
Police get ready, yo.
Jenny.
168 hours, that is 1 week. The government of Liberia must provide buses for students on both campuses of the university. The government of Liberia must provide ID cards for students. The government of Liberia must provide chairs of students. There must be internet connectivity on both campuses of the university in 168 hours. And the government of Liberia must ensure and invite UL police to have conversation with them and relate to the harassment on both campuses of the university. So we want to say to the students and progressive journalists, want to say to ideological militants of the airport and route advisors to the Unification Party, want to say thank you for your time. Long live the talented Politburo Central Committee committing the General Congress of the Student Unification Party. A Luther struggle continue in the interest of the council.
So, folks, I think you're listening to the chairperson of the Vanguard Student Unification Party that spoke plentifully and giving the government 24 hours, 1 week to implement their function in terms of buses and chairs on the campus or university. And I think you followed yesterday on OKFN the Mary Lauren Brown came up with a show tried to raise funds on the University of Liberia campus in terms of chairs and buses, all the carrier have renovations on the campus. And all of solid today, the chairperson of the Vanguard Student Unification Party spoke on it. So giving the government 1 week to implement their functions. So folks, my name is Emmanuel B. Thomas and this is DTV all along. So ahead of their tour, we begin with our tour, showcase on the deplorable effort ahead. To showcase the deplorable effort on the state-run University of Liberia. You know, in history, and this university is one of the oldest universities in Liberia. So, armchair, in terms of armchairs, in terms of buses, it should be the less issues on the campus. So I think you saw, listening to him, said the State University did a advanced high school.
To bring you some 5 evidences as used to the deplorable condition on the campuses of the University of Liberia.
So folks, keep following, keep sharing. So yeah, this is the state-run university. As you can see, how I do not know how to refer or use this word.
This is how the entire building is like. From here, this is how the entire building is like.
So folks, this is the current conditions of the state-run university. See how deplorable this condition are.
This is my place here.
So I think I will embrace the idea of the Maurice Lauren Brown, who come up with an innovative idea to carry on renovations and urging all Liberians, all politicians, a patriotic Mammoth Fund or graduate from the State Road University to give back to the government, to the school rather, sorry. So from here we visit the graduate building. No, no, go there. No, over. No, we are only saying. But back. No, what done?